Okay, pond rats, Muscovy ducks.
Wait, start over. I was gonna go. Hello there.
No.
You caught me Xing my eggs.
I think this is an excellent beginning. I think we'll leave it all in. Yeah.
Welcome to Pond Rat.
Pond. Yeah, so we're getting ready for Muscovy eggs. And we're going to our first incubator process because we lost a lot of eggs to snakes and a lot of crazy stuff.
And snake fights when they got crushed from a duck getting attacked by a snake. So.
Yeah, so anyhow, here we go. We're kind of rolling along, and this is one of the steps we're taking before we put these eggs in the incubator. Love, would you like to explain?
Yeah, so we're gonna just X on the side, in the middle. That way, when we put them in, we're gonna put the X side down, and you're gonna turn them 4 times a day, and you're gonna turn them a quarter.
And why are we turning these eggs?
We turn them because the embryos develop best when they're moved around. If you do not turn them, they will have birth defects or just not hatch.
Right.
So
also, we don't have one of those fancy automatic turners, but what you said.
Sure. So it's like we're just replicating what the mother duck would do, but we don't have a fancy egg turner, so we're gonna have to do this by hand. And so the eggs help. And it's important that when you're turning, you are
making a little mark and keeping track.
That way if they're all here, and then you turn them to a quarter, and then the X will be facing up, and then the X will be facing this way. You never want to turn them like top over bottom. You always want to rotate them side to side, is what I read. We will find out.
I feel like that's a little bit of common sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Turning eggs.
And also you don't want to do 180 because then you're only getting 2 sides.
Yeah. If you're going end over end, it's like kind of like you're playing with it.
Right.
Now this may not apply to a lot of people who get an incubator with
an egg turner
in it, and that seems to be kind of the.
But what's really interesting, and I will try to find this article and link it below. But they did this lady, not like a Harvard study or anything, but she did an experiment where she hand turned one batch of duck eggs, and she had a egg turner for the other batch. And wildly enough, the hand turned ones had a higher hatch rate.
Hey,
so
there you go.
You never know, So,
right, yeah.
And this is notable too. We got these on April 29th. It is now May 7th. And some of these were already out there. And I think one of the things I read, I think it's in that same article that I'll link, just states that, after about 2 weeks, the mother hens will normally start sitting on them and brooding on them.
Yes.
So if you're going to do the incubation process as opposed to letting them brood, you want to start that incubation process around 2 weeks.
Okay.
And that will she'll be done laying eggs with that clutch, and they won't, go bad or anything. So 2 weeks.
Right on. All right, we're going to do some incubator stuff. We just got our incubators. We've got plenty of eggs from our Muscovies, and we are just kind of in the initial setup. This is our first time with incubators, as I'm sure it might be for a lot of you. So hopefully we can answer some questions and kind of go through this together a little bit. But we've had it running and plugged in for about 10 hours now. So you're supposed to just make sure and test these, that they hold temperature, whichever temperature you've got it set at according to what kind of eggs you're putting in there. Chickens do differ from Muscovy eggs. So what we have researched is that for the Muscovies, you want 99.5 degrees, at least at first when you're about to put them in. And I think you want 95% humidity. Again, just as you're putting the eggs in, and then you can adjust from there, and we can make another video about that. But I just kind of want to show you this particular one. You can see the temp there, incubator temp. Humidity is at 83%, so we want to bump that up, and all I'm going to do is add some water. So it's pretty simple. Grab this lid here if I can get it. Okay, definitely feels humidity. And if you can see down in here, it's a pretty simple device. The humidifier is built into the top lid there, and along with its, other pieces. And this is basically just plastic and the little grill. And I'm just gonna add some water. Not too much. And we're gonna see what that does.
Mama, I have.
As you can see, it is 99.5. We have 11 days left. So today's the last day we're going to be turning. The humidity is a little low. It's at 46%. So we're going to add some water.
Please.
You can have it in a minute, Bubba.
Watch out. Watch out.
So here are the eggs. We're going to add some water. You just kind of add it in the bottom.
Yeah. You don't want to hit any eggs.
Don't want to hit any eggs.
Mama.
Should be good.
So now we're just going to do a quarter turn.
Yeah, we just do this by hand, obviously.
Yes, do it
don't
by
have-
hand. We don't have an egg turner. But like I said, this will be the last day of turning, and then we're going to let these guys sit for the remaining 10 days. And the last 3 days, we're going to check on the temperature, because once they kind of start moving around in there, their body heat will raise the temperature in the incubator, and you might have to adjust it. So we don't want them cooking in there.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. And we've candlelighted these eggs,
Mama.
and we're thinking most of them have something in there. If all of them developed, probably not, but we're gonna leave them in here either way and see what we get.
Oh, easy guy.
He's trying to run away.
Yeah, that was a loud one.
All right, and we're just gonna put this back on.
We've got one more to do.
And we'll check on this humidity and temperature again in a few minutes and see
Okay.
what we get.
So,
Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how we turn the eggs. Like we said before, you want your temperature around 99.5, and you want your humidity between 55 and 65%. This is a little high right now, but when we take the lid off and put it back on, it will go down. It's a little humid outside today, so we're finding that when it's really humid outside, it affects our incubators. So if it's 60% humidity outside and warm, and like in Texas, yes, a couple days ago it was like 102, we just took the lids off, and that's fine to do. We have 15 days till hatch. So let's turn these guys. Take the lid off. So you always want to turn them the same way. We like to go clockwise. Oops, you couldn't see that. So you just do a quarter turn or close to it, as long as they're being moved. We did put these X's on, and they kind of help, but honestly, next time we're probably not going to waste our time, because once you do it a few times, you get the hang of it. As you can tell, some of them have rolled around in here, so they're not even, all the X's aren't on the same spot. So yeah, that's how you turn them. Turn them all. We turn them at 8 in the morning, at noon, at 4, and then at 8 o'clock. Chico, oh no, this is Chili. Chili wants to see what I'm doing. I'm turning your duck, brothers and sisters. Just don't step on my eggs. Get off, guys. Alright, so these guys are turned. Chili. Happy feet, go. They think I'm about to feed them because their food is over here. Okay, so we're just gonna put the lid back on. Chicken and all. So our incubator says 5 days left. We did have a power outage, so maybe that's why it's a day or so off, but look. That one is moving. That one's moving. That one's coming out. Can you see? There we go. It's pushing. There was another one we saw earlier. Here it goes. Hey, baby. Looks like today is the start of hatch day. Keep you guys updated. Oh, that one's moving too. That's a little one. On how many ducklings we get here in the next couple of days out of this clutch.
Pretty exciting stuff with the Muscovy ducks. We got 3 of them that have hatched in the last like 6-7 hours. Try and get that glare off. Check it out. Pretty cool stuff, man. Pretty cool. And we got a lot more to come, so we'll see what kind of rate we have as far as how many do hatch and how many we had. Pretty excited though. Pretty lively little guys.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video on hatching Muscovy duck eggs with an incubator. We really love this breed of duck. They're an awesome addition to any homestead. As always, like and subscribe if you learned anything or at least found our videos a little entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah, and our flock is 2 ducks bigger now. We sold the rest of the Muscovies to a really awesome family here in East Texas. They actually run an educational homestead. It's the Letty's Homestead. We'll put a link to that below. But they're super cool. You can bring your kids out there and learn a whole lot. They've got almost any animal you can imagine, and ponds and all kind of things going on. Great projects. You can feed baby goats. It's really awesome. They're great people. So we'll put a link to that for their Facebook page anyhow down below. And again, yeah, like and subscribe. I know we say it a lot, but it really helps that algorithm and trying to get this channel off the ground like we really want to do. So we appreciate you guys coming out and checking this new video out, and we'll be back with more next week. We got projects on projects, and we just can't wait to share them with you guys. Thanks.
Thanks for watching.